Hey, what's good, sis? I just want to encourage you really quickly as a woman, as a wife. I meet with a lot of different women throughout the week, and a common question that is asked to me is, why does it seem like I always have to be in a position to be the encourager or be the motivator for my husband? Sometimes I'm like, man, I'm always reminding him of this. And here's the thing, not only are you his helpmeet, you're also his coach. A great wife is a great coach. And I just want to keep that before you today because you're there for your husband in many, many, many ways. And sometimes when we bring a complaint or we have issues, we can come off sometimes as criticizing more so than encouraging, right? So think about when a coach is encouraging, maybe you guys got kids that are in sports and that coach is bringing your little child to the sideline, right? And he's wanting to encourage that child to be the best athlete that he or she can be. So you wouldn't want a coach to be yelling at your son and criticizing your daughter, right? You're going to want that coach to encourage your child to be the best athlete with love and encouragement and motivation, right? So just keep that in mind. You're his coach. You're your husband's coach. So when you might see something in his character. You may see something pertaining to the marriage or the relationship, and you may want him to improve. I know a lot of women have a complaint with the lack of consistency, for example, right? With their husbands. They're like, man, he started doing good for a week and then he went back into not really following through on some of the things that he said he would do. Okay, well, keep that in mind. Just like with that coach with your son or daughter. If your son or daughter starts to slack up or they start to decline in their performance on the field, keep that in mind. How would you want that coach to motivate and encourage your child? So you got to keep that in mind. As his wife, you wouldn't want somebody to, well, I'm sorry, as a mom, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a mother of three. And Lord, you know how we can be. We are caretakers. We are nurturers. We are mama bear. Don't be yelling at my child. Come on here now, right? And so just keep that in mind that you want to posture yourself in a way that would make that conversation fruitful, that would make that conversation productive, and so that he could be receptive, all right? So encourage, don't criticize because you're his coach. Secondly, help your husband to see the blind spots. Now, this is a challenge sometimes because he may be defensive, right? When you're bringing a complaint to him, sometimes he's like, don't be, you ain't my mama, like stop calling out all of my flaws, right? And I get that, but you're his help meet. And just like a coach, I'm here to help you reach your full potential. Okay. So there may be some hard conversations that we might have to have because I have your best interest at heart. Okay. So I'm going to have to sometimes give you constructive criticism or constructive feedback, but I'm going to want to do it with a heart of love. Remember, it's all about making sure that person is motivated, not discouraged, right? You want to motivate your husband. You don't want to discourage your husband. All right. So keep that in mind. There's going to be some blind spots and you're going to have to sit them down with love and say, honey, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the other day when we were in public, I heard you say this and, that's not a good look. I care about how you show up in the world. And I just think that you could have maybe have said that a little differently. And you may not have been aware of how you said it, but just this is the situation. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I love you, right? I love you. I want you to win, okay? Thirdly, celebrate his wins. The big wins, the small wins, celebrate it. Be his greatest cheerleader, right? On the sideline, that coach is saying, go, go, go. Wow, you got this. Come on, I'm here. I'm cheering you on, right? And so regardless of, it being maybe minor to you, because I know with us as a woman, sometimes you're thinking nobody's really celebrating me or, showing appreciation for the 1 million things that I do throughout the week, right? As a mom, we multitask, but he needs that. A wife is a coach, okay? So celebrate your husband's wins, no matter how big or small. You have to cheer him on and accomplish any accomplishments or any goals, any endeavors, whether in life, business, anything, maybe even household things that he's doing around the house. Celebrate him. I'm telling you, he needs it. When we acknowledge and we notice the things that they are doing, it's like fuel that motivates them to do even more. All right. So you're going to have to be his biggest fan. All right. And then lastly, pray and strategize together. Don't allow him to do things alone, if you will. Get in the game with him, right? Sometimes you're going to have to get off of the sideline and get in the game and sit down and say, honey, what do we need to do, right? Because I am here for you to win. And it doesn't matter what it takes. I am going to roll up my sleeve. I am going to partner with you. Because when you win, I win, right? And so just keep that in mind. Yeah. I know being a woman and a wife, sometimes we wear many different hats. We're our husband's friends sometimes we carry that nurture and caretaker role. But that coach position is so vital to his emotional health, his mental health. He really needs to know that you see him as a hero, right? That you see him and you believe in him. All right. So just keep that in mind, sis. I pray this has been encouraging to you. Listen, it's encouraging me. I keep this in mind also because I'm out here in these marriage streets just like you. All right. So with every given day, I am reminded that Christina, not only are you his wife, you are also his coach. All right. Be blessed.